And last up, we are also recognizing, today some Eagle Scout recipients: Alexander Candleft, Michael Lipkin, Nolan Thinner Kwame, and Joshua Wendell. And if you could just come up.
One of them actually did a project at our Greenberg Library. So one of the other events that we were invited to was a court of honor for 4 young men who attained the rank of Eagle Scout. And perhaps I could have one of the, I hate to put you on the spot, one of the Scoutmasters, and you can explain a little bit about the Eagle Scout Award. The number of students, the number of have to take off that other hat of mine. The number of children that go into scouting is fairly small, and of those that go into scouting, only between 4 or 6% make it to an Eagle Scout rank. So it's a fairly distinctive honor to have. But I would like, because you basically reinvigorated Troop 67, if you could please speak a little bit about the troop and what the scouting is all about.
Thank you, Councilman. This is a nice surprise. Alwo was in the Cub Scouts with me, and so now I understand why you had to do other things. I'd like to think that scouting helped you, plant the seed, do your best. That's great. Congratulations, Alwo. My name is Reed Candleft. I am a longtime resident of Hartsdale, Greenberg. I grew up here and then went to Boston for college and did some stuff, and then got married, came back to New York, and I'm living in Hartsdale behind Highview, not in a box, but in a house. And so I was surprised about that. When my oldest son, Alexander, was old enough to join the Cub Scouts, I went down to Highview, which is where I had the meetings when I was a boy, and I was surprised there were going to be no Cub Scouts anymore. It was myself and Michael Lipkin, who's not here tonight, and one other family. The representative from the Boy Scouts was saying, we're going to need one of your parents to step up because we're not going to, there is no pack, there will be no pack if someone doesn't step up. So I'm thinking, oh my gosh, because I'm an Eagle Scout from Troop 67 in Hartsdale, so I'm thinking, oh, I'm going to have to do this. So I did, and I'm glad I did it. I'm glad I did it. It's a labor of love, but I was pretty happy about it. And we had those 3 boys, and we started having meetings in Highview, and things grew and things took off. And I got some parents, like my assistant scoutmaster, Mr. Kwame, Colin Kwame, also resident, Hartsdale. He joined with his son, Nolan, as Cub Scouts, and we really grew. I think we have over 40 Cub Scouts now. So similarly, when Alexander, so Cub Scouts go up to 5th grade. So when you graduate, no, 6th grade. When you graduate 6th grade, you can go to the Boy Scouts. So the same thing, when we were going to become Boy Scouts, that's it. Those people are gone too. So luckily, we were able to not let the continuum of the Boy Scout history finish at Hartsdale, so we kept it going. So we're over 53 consecutive years, which is great. And we kept the troop going. We're a small troop, but all my guys are very dedicated. We have 15 boys, and I have 15 boys every week, and I'm really proud of that. So, as Mr. Councilman Sheen was talking about, only 3 to 4% of boys who join Boy Scouts end up becoming Eagle Scout. There's a lot of reasons. It's difficult. First of all, it takes a lot of dedication. Usually, the boys, I tell them don't wait till your senior year because there's so much stuff going on. Girls, cars, all other types of things distract you. And as young men, I don't think they fully value sometimes when you have opportunities in life to take those, and because if you don't, then later on you're like, oh, I should have finished at Eagle Scout. So I'm really happy right now I'm batting 100. It's like these 4 guys it was their time to get Eagle. They all did it before they were 18, and it's 4 for 4, and the guys that are behind them, I think they're going to get theirs too. So I think I might get investigated by the because we have such a high percentage, but it's all legit. It's all legit. So yeah, I'm really proud that we kept it going in Hartsdale, and I'm hoping that we could keep on growing it and getting more boys from the different school from Greenberg Central 7. So thank you.
So the purpose of that was a public service announcement. If you know anyone who is interested in joining, don't let it get to the point where, you know, it may not have its successful number of decades. And in the interest of full disclosure, my son, at a younger age, was in PAC 67 and became an Eagle Scout as well. And so I have a Francis Sheehan, it makes it easy. I don't have to remember his name too often. But I understand what's involved for the parents for having Eagle Scouts as well. So the only thing it won't take much longer. I just asked each of the Eagle Scouts to come up and very briefly talk about their project. And what you may not realize is that somebody has actually calculated how much community service the Eagle Scouts do each year in this country. And if you would try to put a price on that, it's over millions of dollars worth of community service you have to pay for what they do to get their projects done. And so it's very impressive, and it's hard work, and they have to do it by their 18th birthday, and each one of them did it, and it really shows the determination. And at the event where the Court of Honor, where they got it, what was so inspirational about it is while they were talking about their projects, they were talking about leadership, but every one of them, when they talked about leadership, they talked about helping others become leaders. You know, there's an old saying is, don't think you're a leader until you turn around and see if somebody's following, right? They always made sure that they were helping whoever was following to catch up. And so I'd like you to just very briefly hear about each of their projects. Who would like to go first?
All right, so hi everybody. My name is Alexander Candelab. I am a Eagle Scout with Troop 67 Hartsdale. I'm no longer a Boy Scout technically because I'm 18, but I'm still part of the troop. Before I talk about my project, I just want to say a couple of things on behalf of me and the 2 other boys who are here with me today. That you know, there's, like Councilman Sheehan and my father were saying, only 4 to 6% of Boy Scouts become Eagle Scout. That's a very small number considering how many Boy Scouts there are in the country, which also may be a fairly small, not a small percentage, but smaller than some might hope. But it really speaks to the leadership of my father and Mr. Kwame and the other assistant scoutmasters and all the parents that are part of our troop, that, you know, out of all each I guess wave of boys, each grade level, so far every single grade level, every single boy has gotten Eagle Scout. And when you think about it in the grand scheme of things, that's drastically higher than the national average, and I really think that speaks to the skill and I guess the passion that, you know, the boys from Greenberg bring. So I just want to say that. About my project, I made these raised garden planters for Andrus-on-Hudson Nursing Home in Hastings-on-Hudson. And essentially they're garden planters that are raised, so members of the nursing home who are wheelchair bound, which is a very large percentage of them, can go outside, and instead of being inside in the cramped, very it could be depressing at times, the nursing home, and they could go outside, and even if they're wheelchair bound or they might not be able to bend over without hurting themselves, they can go and they can plant or garden like they might have used to in their younger years, and help them maybe get outside and get some fresh air, give them an excuse to do that. So compared to what Agua did, that's might not be very much. I like to think maybe I helped a little, so.
All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Nolan Thurner-Kwame. Like Xander said, member of Troop 67 Hartsdale. And to touch upon my project, I made garden planters outside the Greenberg Library. And pretty much my main goal behind all of that was just to make an area where people who enjoy the library and have been a part of the community for a long amount of time can go outside, and when the weather isn't as awful as it is now, they can go outside and enjoy a book or have some time, spend some time with their friends or with their children or whoever, and enjoy the environment too. So all of us, we all did projects concerning the environment, so we're really environmentalists. So I take pride in that. And so I guess that I wanted my project to be centered around the Greenberg Library because I've been a part of it since I was a child. I remember when I was 5 years old, and it was before it got all remodeled. I would go in there and I'd walk down those long stairs, and I'd go there for the Reading Dragon and all that, and have a great time. And so I wanted to do something in a way where I'd be able to give back to the community, and especially the library, since they've given so much to me. And well, I just wanted to, like Xander said, I wanted to say just like a couple things. Many people view Boy Scouts as, helping the elderly lady in your neighborhood cross the street. And while it's not 100% false, there's an elderly lady out there, we're willing to help them. But it's a lot more than that. And I think, as Mr. Canlaf touched upon before, it's really about dedication. And to do this, it takes years, 6, 7 years at least, just to be able to make it up, go up through the ranks and be able to accomplish this. And so while they might not want to boast about it, all these guys really put in a lot of work, especially my dad, Mr. Kwame, and Mr. Canlaf for pushing us along, because as teenagers, we're kind of moody at times, so we don't really feel like doing things. Just a little bit. And so the amount of dedication it takes can't really be discussed unless you experience it yourself, but I can try. And it's just countless hours of going to meetings and going to campouts where you'd rather be out with your friends at a big game or whatever, and also going through all these merit badges that you see here, and doing all the requirements for those, and rising up through the ranks, and eventually be able to wear this medal here and be able to say that you're an Eagle Scout. And so the major thing that I just wanted to say about all of us is that we really put in a lot of work, like I said, especially Mr. Canlaf and my dad, because this isn't something that you can just walk in one night and just finish, get everything checked off and just walk out, and then it's done. It becomes a part of your life. And even though we're 18, and like Xander said, we're not officially Boy Scouts, this is really something that sticks with you for the rest of your life. And it's something that I know that we all really appreciate, and it's had a great impact on our life. So thank you all for having us here.
Hello, my name is Josh Wendell. I am Eagle Scout of Troop 67 Hartsdale. My Eagle Scout project was help creating a peace garden around Brooks Elementary School in Chapel, New York. And the reason why I chose this project was because that was the elementary school I was in when I was in elementary school. I'm not actually from Greenberg. I'm here because I have amazing Scoutmasters, honestly. Like compared to my other troop, nothing. Greenberg's the best. Trust me.
In every way.
In every way. Anyways, so yeah, I made a peace garden at the Greenberg Elementary School for the kindergartners who actually do a lot with their unit progression with planting and stuff, and also it has to do a lot with the social dynamic of the actual kindergarten classrooms. Like they go to recess, and before they only had like a play set that was pretty limited, and now they have a completely new area where they can hang out, which has like a sandbox and planters and wind chimes and stuff. And there's also a bench where they get to sit at if they feel like they don't have like a friend necessarily, because a lot about what the elementary school progression is, it's not really about the grades, it's more about like growing up as a person, gaining those social skills that you need to live in the real world. Like everybody wants to be like that grade A student, but if you're not like have a smile on your face, be a sociable person, you're not going to get that far. And really getting that like boost, being like be able to take that extra step and having that bench to go there and say, well, I need help, and not being afraid to do that, having that little extra boost, being like, oh, if I sit on that bench, someone will come and help me. And there's been a lot of people out there. I actually got a lot of thank yous from it, from the elementary school. I got cards from them. I wish I brought them. But it's really like, if I had that as a student there, I would be really grateful for, because I had a hard time making friends in elementary school, and I think that really helps having that there for them.
Bear with us one moment. Supervisor Feiner had prepared certificates for each one of them. We're not giving them to him tonight because we gave them at the Court of Honor ceremony, but if you can come up and take a picture with the board, I would appreciate that. And if you don't mind volunteering again.
You guys gotta come up to the
The nice thing about these, everybody knows how to work. More, two more.
Okay, go out further.
Sure.
Nah.
turn your shoulders.
Hold your shoulders. Yeah, turn in. Right.
Yes, turn it.
Pretend you like each other.
There you go. Okay.
Young men, as you were sitting down and about to leave, have you had the occasion to research and Google